A girl I loved left me and tried to reconnect 10 years later. Had a girlfriend who I dated for 2 years. I was 19. She was leaving for college and dumped me in a terrible fashion. She had me go to the spot where I first kissed her to break the news to me that we could no longer date because she was going to university. I cried in front of her, which was the first time she's ever saw me cry. She was unsympathetic and said, "No, please don't do that, just don't," in a kind of disgusted way. I was hurt emotionally and she knew it. I wiped my eyes, looked at her once and walked away without saying a word. She tried to pity me and it was humiliating because I honestly thought she felt the same about me as I did of her. The next week I flew across the country, and when she found out, she had messaged me and accused me of running away. She almost had me convinced that I should move back after she would consider a long-distance relationship. I decided not to, and she was annoyed about it and stopped talking to me. 10 years later I had been married with 4 kids already. I ran into her and she looked happy to see me. It was odd that we both worked at the same company all the way across the country. She asked to go for coffee and explained that she had a rough time with some of her relationships and decided to move this way for work. She asked me about my family and life and I told her all was great. I told her my wife was amazing, as she always gives care and attention when I need it and supports everything I do. I think this really struck a nerve with my ex, as she became silent for a moment and it was a little awkward. She tried inflating her own life and said that she's living her best life and even offered to be friends again and hang out. I told her that those days are over and it wouldn't work. She seemed heartbroken about that and said that she always thought about me after I left and that she missed the way we were. I told her I had to leave and haven't spoken to her since.